Apparently, the just concluded PBMSA's reunion has sparked lots of controversy as regarding Sweet Guluva's win in the Big Brother's house. Now, people have had a lot to say. In fact, guys, I could tell you guys that from this reunion, the main topic that is really sparking debates and whatever on the social space is that of KB and Sweet Guluva. Well, I'm so happy and glad that we watched this reunion yesterday, an hour 30 minutes reunion. And apart from when Sweet Guluva contributed to the whole bandana bullying stuff, he's always normally a quiet person, and it's almost like the same thing Mark Jr. did last episode of the Shiamosha reunion. Mark Jr. also, apart from when he was asked about Uliema and when he tried to defend Liema while Lerato Modise was talking. Now, there was this particular comment I saw. I think somewhere here in this video, once I get to where I slotted in the comments, I'll read it out. Somebody comparing Sweet Guluva and Meg Jr. because it has really sparked it. Do you know why I hate dating from ship from Big Brother? Because once that ship doesn't work, oh my goodness, the fans are going to be at a forever loggerheads, and it's not okay. I have told myself, guys, I would never ship again. Because if you watch, there are many channels who don't even talk about sheep. I will try my best to carry all the housemates along in the next season, because by the time you're talking about just two people or you're focusing on the sheep and all, when you say this side, these people will say, oh, you are this. You say this side, these people will say, oh, you are this, and it's not helping. I am just telling you guys. Some people, maybe when you say one thing, you see them come unsubscribe. Some will even go as far as not liking what they have liked. Now, I placed some things on the screen which I'm going to be reading out. These are what people have been saying on the social space. Okay, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Good morning. I hope you guys are doing okay. How was your night? Compliment of the season, and I wish you a blessed day. Please do not forget to give me a massive thumbs up before leaving the channel, and don't forget to be subscribed if you have not part of this family. Okay, the first commenter I have here said, just when I thought I had seen it all, no, these people are actually, it's how they have convinced themselves that his fans made him, and the relationship here now can't make his own decisions. That's why the whole base act like he was dating them. You know, when I see some of these things on the social space, I'll be like, can fans really move on from all of this? Because yesterday was a reunion and there were so many things, so many topics, so many things talked about. So many. I don't know why the whole social space made it about Sweet Guluva and Ashley. Now, we made him. He must thank her fans. The other joke I read is that he must bow down to who and for what? Tell us how you made him and what have you done for your fave. Guys, you know, when you're in a ship, you can do anything for your partner. Really enjoyed it while it lasted, and I'm just so happy that Ashley Ogul is doing so well for herself. So, but the fans are the problem here. I even want to believe that Ashley is not even saying anything. She's not even noticing what's going on the social space. But fans are just, any little moment, any little chance, any little opportunity, you want to start talking about Sweet Guluva Ashley, you know, sparking all sorts of reactions, fighting, banting. Is a lot. Of course, you guys know. Why won't I bring it here? I will. The day you guys stop, I will stop also. Someone said he was never your favorite. How did you expect a 23-year-old to control someone whose estrogen levels were so high? You wanted him to beat her. He's not her father to teach her what is right or wrong. They were all screaming. He waited till the situation was calm and sat her down. Oh, good. I think this person was talking about the other time that Ash had a fallout with Mishini and all. That is why I don't know how many of you watched Love Island. Like I keep saying, I love the way Chili came out, you know, after she granted one interview where she was talking about their relationship and all. She still came out, made a posts, telling people to respect their privacy, to respect their relationship, not to talk about them, not to insinuate things, exaggerate things, make speculations here and there, because it was for their sanity. She really understands how this thing works and how fans can be sometimes. So I think people is also criticize her for that, but she didn't want drama at the end, because all of this now, you guys are bringing drama to who? Ashley, which is not nice. But he also didn't stop her. He was there comforting her after the fight instead of calling her out for the vile comments. She repeatedly said it in his presence. They are both my favorite, by the way. Just saying. You guys know that Sweet Guluva is not the talking type. If you have not met such people in your life, I have. When you meet people who don't talk, who hardly express themselves, they're not going to say anything. You wait for a reaction from them, you are not going to get it. They would not talk. So I don't know. Yesterday, Ashley was not at the reunion. The only time Ashley's name was mentioned was when, I think, the next on the episode where Smash asked Sweet Guluva, where is Ashley? And I don't see anything wrong in asking that question, because you guys started in the house as a couple, came out, we believe you guys are still a couple. So it's justified to ask, where is Ashley? Even though we know that, yeah, they are no longer together and all. It's left for the young man to give us his response, which he has not. But yesterday on the social space was crazy. And guys, because it's like, I don't know, the people that are always doing this dragging and all, you guys are not really defending Ashley. Rather, you guys are bringing drags to her. And the people who also use any opportunity to want to, you guys are also bringing drags to Sweet Guluva, because Ashley was not there at the reunion. So if you're dragging her, I don't know, but who started all of this? Because Ash was not at the reunion. And I know Ashley fans said they were not going to watch the reunion, but I don't know why all of this came out and all. It's never wrong to ask, where is Ashley? Now, what did my boy Mike Jr. say last week? I'm talking about Siamosha Winner. Is the storyline giving them what exactly? After show, both season 4 and season 5 winners, their storyline is found in wager presentations and arena games and sponsored tags. Okay, your faves can have. Now, the whole thing, people are saying Sweet Guluva doesn't have a storyline. He didn't get his storyline. I think I said it when I dropped a video yesterday. He has his own storyline, just the way Ashley also has her own storyline, because you cannot talk about Big Brother Msasi season 5 without mentioning Ashley Ogu. If not for anything, you remember that the way Ashley was evicted, and I think that was one thing that really made her fans step up, and God really came through for her, which is good, which is something we pray for all of this housemates, because as they have graced the platform, our prayer is for them to succeed. But then Ashley is one kind of person who, I don't think she thrives on drama. I don't think she likes drama. But Ashley fans sometimes, honestly, if I say it, I'm not lying. Because yesterday is just a clear, you guys would have just ignored. At least be patient and wait for the response. They just asked, where is Ashley? Sweet Guluva has not even given his response. Now, if you see what people are saying on the social space, if you see the kind which people are even saying, oh, maybe Sweet Guluva will say, I don't know, or Sweet Guluva will say, I don't want to talk about who is not here, and the other housemates will be like, please, she's not here, let's not talk about her. And what else would you guys do? Because I felt like you guys would have just been patient instead of, but then dragging the young man, saying, what did he bring on the show? He was not relevant. They didn't ask him any question. No, we cannot say the young man was not relevant, because we saw it. This one said his game plan was to be competitive and show his skills, which worked well for him. Yeah, and that was still the same thing with Mike. What did Mark Jr. really do anything? Sweet Guluva was even in a ship. Mark Jr. was not in a ship. He was just once in a while playing with Uliema, then I think Fahima. That was just it. We just saw him as a very weird person, very boring person. And at the end of the day, he won. And the Alliance also helped him win, because Liema supported him more than she supported Sinaye. Allegedly, let me put it that way, because I wasn't there. I don't know how they voted, but it was perceived that, oh, Liema fans massively supported Meg Jr. and he won the show. So when people come on the show, let's not forget that these are blend of personalities. Okay, we have introverts, we have extroverts. We can't expect everybody to be same. We can't expect everybody to be loud. We can't expect everybody to, be quiet at the end of the day. Okay, so whatever works for anyone, just like Sweets he came on the show, tried to play his script to see where it gets him, and unfortunately his script didn't get him anywhere. Don't be surprised that somebody might come next season playing like Sweets, and that script to get him the money. Somebody might come playing like Sweet Guluva, that script might not get him the money. So, but at the end of the day, it was just meant to be. That's the way I look at it. I remember one Big Brother Niger runner up, I think Wani. Yeah, when the sister said, if written on the stars is written on the stars, if it's for you, it's for you. If the money is for you, God will make it happen. Because Junior's case was a typical example. We all thought Liema was going to win. At a point, we said, okay, Yolanda, people are still rising for Yolanda. At a point, Makeke, because if you guys, the margin between Makeke and Junior's win was just very slim thing, very small margin. I think 0.07 votes. I think it's a 0.0. It was even up to 1%. I think 0.0 something percent. So you can imagine that season was always swindling. Oh, this person. Oh. You understand? So I think if it's for you, it's for you, regardless of what you bring on the show. People came on the show and they did, and they just concluded Big Brother Niger. At the point, people thought Dede was going to win. Oh, Fate was competitive, was this, was that. At the end of the day, he got disqualified because for being, So, but then, judging somebody, what did the person bring on the show? You mustn't really be attached to so much drama. If it's for you, it's for you. Now, his fans brought out this thing. I saw it on the social space. When people are saying he's not doing it, they brought out all of these. How can you say somebody that is associated with all of this is not doing anything and all? I don't think it's wise, calling out someone, because if you look now, the two fan bases that are always at loggerheads, trashing each other, is Sweet Guluva and Ashley fans, the Sweet G's and the Ashes. The Sweet G's and the Ashes. Even Nate's, that I respected KB fans. Okay, you will say, oh, they don't have a large fan base, and oh, you guys are always is enough. If you'd ask me, is enough. We lost the relationship. We are clamoring for them to at least be cordial. I'm not praying for them to be enemies. And no matter how you guys try to defend, you are not Ashley. You don't know what's going on in Ashley's mind. I may have a fallout with somebody, with my partner. I might be telling my family, I might be telling my friends, but deep down within me, I might still know that, oh, I still miss this person. Oh, likewise, the same thing. Sweet G's, you guys don't know what goes on in Sweet Guluva's mind. And besides, he's still young. Both of them are still young. So we are not pressuring them, but we don't need to use, I don't know, would I call this immature behavior now to spoil something? Do you know, had it been these two fan bases had remained calm or are always calm in situations, who knows? They might actually be working something out. But then any little thing, everywhere. How do you guys want a comeback? Is it possible? It's not possible. It's not possible. Imagine someone saying, as if Sweet Guluva is dating all of you guys. It's not possible. It's giving. I think they used to teach us when we were growing up that if you want your partner, you just act unbothered, don't call, don't text, don't act like you're seeing, don't explain, don't. But Ashley will be at her home, and before you know it, internet is buzzing. Who are you defending? To me, that question yesterday wouldn't have really brought about what did he do? What is he doing on the show? He's a boring winner. He didn't do this. He didn't do that. We would have just kept, okay. I made an update. I brought you guys an update. I said, wow, this is a question that was asked. Wow, we can't wait for next week, because there is no way we are not going to ask this question. That question is relevant. It needs to be asked. And now, what's going to be Sweet Guluva's response? Well, I'm just okay. The ashes, switches, everybody calm down until next Sunday or the upper Sunday, when Sweet Guluva will give us his response. Then everybody can now move the way they want to move. We've not had any response. We've not heard anything. And people are always dragging. Oh, you are this. You don't have. No. Ashley has her own storyline, plenty storylines. And Sweet Guluva also had his own storyline. Yeah, the sheep is a storyline. His creative skill is a storyline I mentioned yesterday. His competitiveness is a storyline. People loved him for his competitiveness and for being reserved. Even while he was speaking yesterday, the housemates did not interrupt him. He commands respect on his own. Ashley has her own storyline. The storyline with Mishini, storyline with Sweet Guluva, the whole sweet situation, the eviction, the so many storylines, because Ashley really was part of that show. If you'd ask me, she was part of the Lilo season show. Okay, and she has moved on. She's doing well, concentrating on her brands, on her blessings, and what God is doing for her. But fans are always trying to drag her name out. And by the time fans drag her name out, these other people will start coming for her, calling her all sorts of things. It's not nice. It's not nice. These people were once cool. These people once dated. These people once cuddled. These people were once in each other's arms. These people were once, glued to each other. So that they have a fallout or whatever, it shouldn't make you guys always come for the other. No matter what he has to say, people say a lot of shit about their partners. If you guys don't know, even the person you're dating, maybe by the time you hear the kind of thing, people say a lot, especially when you're not there. Do not guarantee that somebody will always speak good about you, even if the person, you've not seen husbands tearing down their wives before others. We know it's not nice, but then he has done it and it was not nice. From that voice note, you can't say such thing about your partner. But let's just move on. Oh, thank God it's an eye opener. This thing can't work out. You can't be talking about me like that. But not every little chance people get you, it's giving we can't move on. That's what I keep saying. It's given we can't move on. Both parties move on, and let's hope for a reconciliation, not back together as a couple or as dating, but at least be cordial with each other. All right, share your thoughts in the comment section. I'll see you guys in my next one.